Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm gonna do a 7-figure winning product review, and basically it's gonna be a video where I share with you guys one of my winning product that generated close to like $1 million in sales and over $1 million in sales. I don't remember the exact figure to be honest, but it's somewhere around the high 900Ks to over $1 million in sales. And I'm gonna be talking about how I was able to make the product work, where I found the product, and kind of like things like that, going into the ads as well, the changes that I actually made to turn it from a kind of like a okay product into a super profitable product. And I think it's gonna bring a lot of value, especially if you are trying to sell online. So what I expect in this video is, number one, I'm going to be doing the product review alongside with the ad review, so you know what's the exact product and the exact ad that did really well, alongside with the profitability as well, how kind of like how much profits I was actually generating with this product. And then you also hopefully be able to understand the science behind online sales and online marketing, because I feel like in this video I'm going to be sharing some like really useful and crucial tips that really help this product turn from like a 1 to 2K per day product that probably wouldn't have done over 6 figures, maybe probably at the max would have done only like 80 to 90K or 100K in sales. But because I did something with it, and it just went from there to over 7 figures, or just around 7 figures. And then I'm also going to be explaining kind of like why some product works and better, or perhaps you're going to understand why it actually worked and have a sense of the thought processes behind what actually goes on in a 7-figure e-commerce entrepreneur's mind. Okay, so I'm gonna firstly get into the product review, and I'm gonna just show you guys immediately what the product is. So you can see over here, this V-shaped slimming mask is the product that I was able to generate over 7-figure in sales with. Okay, so it's basically a beauty mask that helps women to kind of like make their face more slimmer, so they look more youthful and they look more younger. Okay, and you can see it's a very extremely low ticket product, and this was exactly the same product I was selling. Okay, with this same packaging as well, and it did really well. As for the ads, this was actually one of my ad that I think did. Let me see how many views this ad did. Okay, this is actually one of my older stores that, okay, this was just like one of my ad that only had 1 million views. Okay, I probably created around like 20 ads for this product, and the combined views on this product was probably more than like 10 million in views for me on Facebook, or probably more than that, I'm not too sure. So this was my first ad that I think, I can't remember if it was the first or what, but this was one of the ads that did really well. And you can see for this product, okay, start out by just showing the different features, the different benefits of the product, showing like how you can get the perfect jawline. And basically what I was selling was actually kind of like a sense of confidence and self-esteem. Okay, that's what the product was intended for, to help women feel more confident. Okay, as for the profitability, I'm gonna kind of like get right into it. Is, I believe I started selling the product around the you can see over here, right, around the 10th of March, which was around last year in 2019. At first it was very unprofitable, and after I made a few changes, you can see on this column over here, that's the column for net profits. I was making like 1K a day in net profit, 2K, 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 and then 5K days in net profit as well. It went absolutely crazy, and my revenue was like 170K in like 15 days. And I can't remember exactly how much profit I did, but I remember it was around, the profit margin I guess in total will be at least around maybe like a good 10 to 11%, minus all the like expenses and the transactions and stuff. And on April, I did really well as well. I said my 5K day, and then it kind of like started going down and going still. But with this one product, because I think it had such a mass market appeal, it could literally any woman in the world could have bought this product. Because of that, I was selling it for more than 6 months. After the first 2 months, they did really well. The following 4 months, they didn't actually do that well, but because I was still creating new ad creatives and still testing new stuff, I was still able to I believe I was selling around like 2 to 3K a day consistently for the next following like 4 to 5 months. Okay, after the first 2 insane like big months where I generated around like 200 to 300K revenue in 1 month for this one product. Okay, so this was actually how the profitability kind of looked like. I believe it was around anywhere from 10 to 12%, maybe a little bit lesser, maybe a little bit more. I don't remember the exact value, but that's how the numbers kind of look like. Okay, so for the product page itself, I actually did something really special for this product. At first, I was testing with a very regular product page. As you can see over here, this guy, he has a product page for this natural V-shaped slim mask. Okay, um, it's pretty funny because this product page copy was actually created by me. I created this exact product page copy, and everyone around the world started copying my stuff, and I even made this we do not guarantee specific results thingy. But what I did was I first started testing out with a product page, and I had a copywriter at the point of time that was importing the products for me, and he launched the product and he wrote the product copy. But at first it wasn't actually doing that well, because with the product page itself, it was generating maybe around 1 to 2k in 2k a day in sales, at maybe like I don't know, like a 15 to 20% profitability. It just wasn't doing that well with a normal product page. So what I did was I took this same exact product and I decided to put it on Zipify pages. Basically, it's a landing page software inside of Shopify, and I sold it in bundles of 10, 5, and 10, 5, and 2. Okay, so at first I was only selling it and selling in sets of 2. I'm sorry, because it came in sets of 2. But with the landing page, I was able to sell it in sets of 10, 5, and 2. And because of that, because I was able to actually convince people to buy so much more than just one unit, it went absolutely nuts. I believe what I was selling, the price point, when I was first testing out with a product page, the price point for this one product was around $17.99. But after I put it on a landing page selling it for sets of 10, 5, and 2, the average order value went up like 5 times. 50% of people were buying more than 10 pieces, and I was selling 10 pieces for around, I believe it was around $90, and 5 pieces for around $65, and 2 sets for $36. And believe it or not, when I sold it in 10, 5, and 2, and because of the way I actually marketed the product, most people were buying sets of 10, so my average order value of the product went from like $25 or something to over like $60 or $70. It went absolutely crazy. So my point of making this is to actually explain to you guys and let you know that the way you actually market your product and the way you actually sell the product makes a massive influence in the sales that you're gonna get. Because with this product, if I didn't actually put it in a landing page and I didn't sold it in sets of 10, 5, and 2, I wouldn't have been able to like triple or like quadruple my average order value, and it wouldn't have sold so well, and I probably would have stopped selling the product after it generated like 100k in sales. But because I put in a landing page, and for this particular product, it has such a unique factor that people were actually able to kind of like use it consistently, which means like after using one set of the mask for like 1 month, maybe they need like a new one, so they needed to restock. And I was also selling the product from a perspective of, hey, look, if you buy sets of 10 pieces, you're gonna be able to use it for 1 year. And if you buy sets of 5 pieces, you're gonna be able to use it for 6 months. But if you only buy 2, you're only gonna be able to use it for like 1 or 2 months. So most people are like, oh, this product seems really cool. It can flatten my face shape, and it can make me feel more confident and make me look more attractive to the opposite sex. So I'm gonna have to use it for a year. So a lot of people, they were buying for like sets of 10, and they were using it for more than a year, and that was how I marketed the product. So if for you, in your perspective, right, you could also think about how you can actually make your product, how you can actually sell more units of the same product they're selling to your customer. How can you kind of like create a perception whereby your customers realize that they need the product more than they actually do, not more than they actually do, but they actually realize that they can use the product like for like a longer lifespan or something like that, by realizing that, wow, I could actually for one pieces of this product, I was only able to use for 1 month, but with 10 pieces I could use for 1 year, something like that. Okay, you gotta figure out for yourself, you know, different marketing angles and different ways to sell the product, and do everything that you can to increase the average order value. And frankly, that's how this product was really able to, you know, kind of like went crazy and viral because of the average order value, because the average order value was like really high. If you're selling a product, in my experience at least, you know, with an average order value of like $20 or like perhaps like $30, your Facebook ad spend is gonna be incredibly, it's gonna be incredibly hard to scale up to like 6 and 7 figures, for the fact that, you know, as you start to scale up, your ad spend is gonna go up as well. And you know, nowadays there's getting more and more competition, CPMs are rising. So if you're not increasing your average order value, it's gonna be really, really hard to scale your ads. And ideally, things that you can do is, you know, by adding up sales, adding down sales, doing email marketing, and also like, you know, bundling up in a landing page, it's gonna help you to actually sell much more units and to help you increase the, you know, average order value. Okay. And the third thing that I kind of want to put out there is also, you know, by actually constantly pumping up more videos, like, you know, every month I was probably testing perhaps like 5 to 6 new videos for this product, or something like that, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit lesser. But because of the fact that I was pumping out new creatives and showing the product being used by different angles, by different people, I was able to actually, you know, kind of like revive the product over and over again. Because what you find is, especially if you're doing e-commerce and especially if you're dropshipping with Facebook ads, you're gonna find that a lot of the times your ad is gonna become fatigued, which means that your audience, the people who are on Facebook who are interested in the kind of product you're selling, is gonna be is going to have seen, you know, your ad couple times already, which means they are already kind of used to the ad. So if you show the same advertisements to them, they might not have a reaction to the ad. So you might need to actually create a new ad from a different angle that will actually trigger an emotional response in the group of people that you're trying to serve. And only by doing that is then you're gonna be able to actually constantly generate, you know, revenue month in and month out. Okay, so that's it for this video. You know, I hope you got some value out of it, and if you did, I would really appreciate if you could hit the like button, so that lets me know that actually this video is good. And if you have any questions about this video, or anything that you possibly want me to go more in depth, maybe it's the marketing, maybe it's an emphasis of the backend automation, whatever it is, right, product research, let me know in the comment section box below. I'll personally reply to your comment and help you out with whatever issues they're struggling with. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, I would really appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button. Okay, by hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell, you are one of my friends officially. So I'll see you in the next video.